We're running it back with Volume 3 of Mostly Fans, where we address comments, concerns, and gripes from our listeners and also answer a few mail call questions, all from a modified version of Studio Chloroform. I'm Dave Jari.
I'm Garrett Corder.
And this is Criminal as Fuck. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Criminal AF. Once again, I'm Dave Jari, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Garrett Corder.
How we doing?
Please join us in giving a shout-out to the amazing Melissa Carrillo, Dom Cicchitto, Cynthia Dingus, Julia Tyrell, and Teresa Gale for becoming the newest members of our fucked up family. Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for all the support.
Yes. We also want to give a special shout out to our little buddy from north of the border up there in Canada. His name is Nixon the Champ. And Nixon has been diagnosed with a rare brain tumor, and his dad, Jason, is a listener of the show. Thankfully, Nixon is home with his family after spending some time in the hospital, and Dad says he's been doing well so far. So stay strong, Nixon, and Garrett and I are rooting for you, champ.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Before we jump into all the fun today, we just needed to remind everyone about some things about Criminal AF. We are a comedic, informative, true crime podcast. What does that mean? It means that we're going to talk about some true crime, but we're also going to have some fun while we're doing it. Sometimes we find that certain aspects of these stories are particularly funny, and sometimes we like to call out a fuckface for being a fuckface. Because let's face it, there are shit stains on society's whitey tighties, and fuck their feelings, right, Garrett?
I like it.
Yeah. With that being said, we do discuss some pretty horrific and tragic stories, and we will not shy away from the most gruesome of details, regardless of how disgusting they may be. Now, we understand that Criminal AF is not for everyone, and that's okay. We just ask that you at least give it a listen, and if it's not for you, thanks for checking it out.
See ya.
But if it is, welcome to the debauchery. Now head on over to criminalasfuck.com for all of your Criminal AF needs. Check out our episodes, videos, reviews, send us messages for mail call and Dear Douchebags, as well as join our Patreon. For less than a Starbucks coffee a month, you can get all of our bonus content, and for a small Dunkin' Donuts a month, you can get ad-free episodes and become a member of our Discord and join our fucked up family. Hey, just... all it is coffee. Just sacrifice one coffee. Do you think we're worth a coffee?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. And while you're at criminalasfuck.com, go and check out our merch.
Go get you some merch.
Yes, sir. We're adding new styles and designs all the time. We're even branching out to some other stuff other than just Criminal AF gear. So go check that out on our website or by going directly to criminalalfshop.com. You can also go visit all of our friends over at welcometothedebauchery.com, where you can find a plethora of independent podcasts joining together to create one beautiful podcast world. And finally, if there's one thing that we ask of you, is that you go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Good Pods and leave us a 5-star rating, a positive review, and click the share button. Share it with your friends and family.
Please.
It costs you absolutely nothing, and it'll help us immensely in spreading the word that Criminal AF is the
#1 true crime podcast in the world. It's different without our sound effects. We're missing the studio.
All right. Why don't you explain why we're missing our studio?
Okay. Well, those of you who are watching on YouTube, you can see new video. We're in my living room as of right now.
We're sprawled out on the couch.
Yeah. So Studio Chloroform is going through a multi-million-dollar renovation. We're putting in a lap pool, indoor lap pool, sauna, steam rooms. Yeah. What else? Marble. Oh, the marble flooring from the ground halfway up the wall. Too.
Yep. Massage parlor.
It's gonna be beautiful. What's that sport where they wear like hooks and they throw? Is it squash? Am I right with squash?
With hooks?
I don't know. What's an indoor fucking... They have like a hook and you throw the ball against the wall with the hook.
Oh, highlight. Oh, no. Not highlight. I know. Yeah, I know what you're fucking
Yeah. We're putting in one of those courts too.
Yeah.
No, all right, guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, we kind of lie about, Studio Chloroform. It is, it's not the multi-million-dollar studio that we say it is.
It still has a dead spider from a year and a half ago.
For homeowners out there, just don't wait and change out your sump pump. Because
what are you supposed to change out like every 5 years?
No. Sumps can go for a while. But
okay.
The guy that So anyway, my sump failed in my basement, and
it's not funny.
It was about 6-7 inches of water down there. So, and I only go down in that basement when I have to record.
How did you measure it?
Because when I stepped down the last step, my whole foot went into it, just went splash.
Oh, you didn't use any other measurement?
No, I didn't stick my penis in the water because I can only measure up to like 3 inches.
Yeah,
but
I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah. So my entire basement flooded. Studio chloroform is underwater, guys. They're renovating it right now. So thank God for insurance, because I think we're at like $20,000 in damage.
Yeah.
So $400 sump, just fucking replace it. Trust me.
Okay.
My first experience with this bullshit. But studio chloroform will be back, renovated, and who knows, we might do marble floors. We don't know.
Yeah, better, more improved.
I will say this though, I'm kind of comfy.
I'm feeling this couch.
I'm comfy.
I'm feeling this couch.
I'm comfy. We might need to do couches in the new studio.
Yeah, because we lost a few things.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we need to re-envision what studio chloroform looks like.
Yes, for sure.
So yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
All right,
blank slate.
Yeah, and this is why I rent. So
I'm gonna be curious to see how much my insurance goes up.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit. Yeah, you're gonna get hit.
All right, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Florida.
Yeehaw!
What in the fuck is going on in Florida?
All right. Breaking news. Fox 35 Orlando. Florida man calls 911 during his arrest to complain about officers. Lady Lake, Florida.
Lady Lake. Okay.
Lady Lake. A Florida man was arrested.
It sounds so nice though, Lady Lake.
Yeah, but there's a lot of nice sounding places in Florida. Yeah. A Florida man was arrested after he allegedly caused a scene inside a Wawa over a handicapped parking spot.
A Wawa.
Never been to a Wawa.
No, never?
Never.
Oh, we gotta talk about
Yeah, but
Wawa.
you go down.
I go to
you
Philly.
go down to Philly and shit like that too a lot. Yeah. So
Philly's like
that's like a
second home. There's like a Philly on every.
Wawa's everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's like Dunkin' Donuts up here in Connecticut.
Gotcha. Yeah. Inside a Wawa over a handicapped parking space, and then called 911 to complain about the officers who responded.
Wait, okay. So he got into an argument with someone over a handicapped parking space. The police showed up.
Yep.
And then he's like, I'm not satisfied. Basically, he's a Karen.
Yeah.
I want to speak to your manager.
But then he called 911 again. Instead of saying, hey, can you get a supervisor here? He just called 911 again. Nicholas Taylor, 39, was charged with disorderly intoxication and misuse of 911 after the incident that unfolded at the gas station at 116 U.S. Highway 27 in Lady Lake on Friday. According to an arrest affidavit from the Lady Lake Police Department. Taylor called 911 when he came across a vehicle parked in a handicapped spot at Wawa without a permit. Wow. This guy was on his fucking justice. Senior justice over here. And he subsequently stormed into the store and caused a scene, the affidavit said. He was disrupting the flow of business over the car parked in the handicapped spot and allegedly threatened to fight the person who parked there. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Do you want to fight? The man was heard saying, according to police. Taylor then allegedly stood behind the vehicle to prevent it from leaving and continued to pick a fight until law enforcement arrived.
Jesus.
The affidavit added. Police said Taylor was unsteady on his feet and said that they could smell the odor of an alcoholic beverage on him.
So he was fucked up driving.
Yep.
And he got pissed off because somebody's in the handicap parking spot.
I wonder if he had a handicap sticker. Is that why he got mad? Because that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. All right.
Due to his apparent level of intoxication, Taylor had to either find a ride because he got behind the wheel of his own car or he would be arrested. Wow, they were going to let him go. They were going to let him go, knowing damn well that he drove there.
Fucking wild.
Taylor became argumentative and demanded a police sergeant respond to the scene. Like I said, the responding officer said that he was in fact the sergeant on duty, but Taylor ignored him and picked up his phone and then he called 911 for another non-emergency matter to complain about the officers who were dealing with him at Wawa.
I want a lieutenant.
Taylor was taken into custody and booked into Lake County Jail. He has since been released after posting a $1,500 bond.
That is fucking wild.
That is like the alcohol had to have been talking to him at that point.
Balls upon balls upon balls.
Or
stupidity. One of the two.
I don't know. You just let that one go.
Jesus.
I have never been yelled at. Listen, I'm not going to say I'm a saint. I've parked in a couple handy. You know how you go to the small areas, like small stores, and they're like there's only 2 parking spaces up front, and it's one of them's they're both handicapped. If I'm running in and running out, I park in the handicap spot.
I just park right up against the building. I don't even park. I don't even like.
I've never been yelled at though.
No,
never.
You know what I am guilty of?
Been attacked.
Since we're confessing about parking spots.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of parking in the designated parking spot for parent. What is it? Families with children.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my number one go-to. If that spot's open, they're not here. They're at home, but still. I think small children too is like for like babies and toddlers.
Yeah. I because down at the grocery store there, I always park there. It's always open.
Yeah.
So I park there. There's no rule against parking there.
Yeah. Come and find me. I'll be out before you even call the police or whatever. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, because I don't spend any time in this grocery store. But anyway, I want to touch base on Wawa. So you've never been to a Wawa?
Never been. I've seen like videos.
Bro.
That's a very, what is that? It's Pennsylvania. It's
Midwest. It's like that
Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
That fucking annoying accent. Do it.
Yeah. Water ice.
Water. You want to go to Wawa and have a steak and cheese?
Water ice.
Philly cheesesteak at Wawa? Get some water?
So here's the thing with Wawa. Not only is it like just a magnificent establishment.
Is it a convenience store?
It's a convenience store, gas station, but you can get fresh food there. I don't know. They make their own shit. Like it's fucking good. Anyway, so every time we go down to Philly, which is probably at least once or twice a year, me and the kids, we always try to hit a new cheesesteak establishment
spot.
Yeah, so Ishkabibbles, Jim's, of course you do the fucking Pats and Geno's, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we were like getting ready to come home and we stopped at the Wawa before we came back. And I saw up on the menu, the cheesesteak at Wawa. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just going to grab one.
I don't know. I would never have. I would go cheesesteak at Wawa, no shot. No shot.
So I'm just like, whatever, we're leaving Philly, so I'm just going to grab one. Let me tell you.
Don't even
cheesesteak from Wawa.
Do not say it was better than Geno's or Pat's.
Dude, is up there with the rest of them.
Hey, you've had them all, so I would take your advice.
And they also have this grinder called the Thanksgiving dinner.
I've never been a fan of that. When they put like the cranberry sauce and shit on there. No, never been. I've had a couple.
Good. It's fucking good. Anyway, Wawa.
That might be how people save leftovers, and people are like, oh, Thanksgiving sandwich on the rolls that you made that night. I'm like,
yeah. So I would say for us up in the Northeast, I would say that the equivalent for a Wawa is probably Cumberland Farms.
Cumbies.
Yeah, they make an empanada from Cumberland Farms. Hands down, fucking delicious. I don't know.
I would try them.
They do.
It doesn't matter. Like empanadas in general are just so good.
There's fucking beef.
I don't care where you get them from.
Yeah. But
except 7-Eleven.
Yeah, no shot. Stay away from the chicken and JoJo's. But
no, just you're like stay away. I can see the fear in your face when you said that. Yeah. That you had flashbacks.
Yeah, so the Northeast equivalent of a Wawa would be Cumberland Farms, and Cumberland Farms, Cumbies doesn't even come close to be a fucking Wawa. Like Wawa is just fucking. Is it more like Buc-ee's? I never had Buc-ee's,
but I kind of get the same vibe. Like it's like a high end gas station.
Yeah. Top notch.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A well run establishment. So anyway. All right. So
we went from Florida to fucking Mid-Atlantic Pennsylvania Wawas. I like it.
To Cumberland Farms. All right. So today we'll be recording one of our most favorite episodes to do.
Mostly Fans.
Where we read and respond to some of the comments and reviews we received from Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Good Pods, as well as answering some of your mail call questions.
Yeah. I definitely think that after Sandy Hook, we wanted to take a little.
Yeah.
My basement flooded, and then we were like, So it was just a compound thing. I was like, I want to do a Mostly Fans.
Yeah. Let's just have some
fun
stuff
with
together. Have a little bit of fun. Right. So, So grab your favorite drink, some snacks, sit back, relax, kick your feet up like we are on this couch, and tell your sister the reason she's not married is because she has halitosis, because it's time to fuck this episode in the mouth.
Will you promise me something?
Yeah.
I think we're close enough friends. If I ever get halitosis, please tell me.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like there's no way that those people don't know.
They have to know.
They have to. It smells so bad. You can smell them like across the room.
Yeah, there's a few people that
at work? Yeah. You're not gonna say names?
No.
There's 3. I know 3. Definitely. And then one of them is starting.
Yeah.
But I hope we're there because I feel like it's like something in your teeth, right?
I'll
tell you.
I don't know. It's got like a fungus on your tongue or something. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it is a bacteria in your mouth.
Yeah.
But supposedly they don't know.
Right.
You don't know that you have it. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Just please.
Yeah. So if I have like a protein shake or something, and like 5 minutes after, I'm gonna get that like taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like your fucking breast gotta be kicking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just no way
Like
you
a little bit of garlic parm wings. You know the garlic's there. We're also joined by Anya. I don't know if you guys can. My dog.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
We see her over there.
Hanging out.
Mail call.
Soup.
All right, as you may or may not know, that every episode of Mostly Fans includes a section called Mail Call, where you send in your questions and we answer them. Could be about anything. Hypothetical questions, serious questions, questions on whether Garrett is a top or a bottom, anything really. I mean,
I'd like to say I was a switch.
You're a switcher?
Yeah, I'd like to say I was switch. I could switch. I would switch if they let me. Depends on who I'm dating.
True. I don't know. I have an exit only policy.
Yeah, but you don't know. You have to put yourself in that situation.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right. So our first question is from Misbehaving Little Monkey.
What a name.
Oh yeah. I don't know whose brother that would be, but he must have an amazing fucking brother. But anyway, he asks, could you spot a psychopath in public? And if so, how long would it take you to notice?
Good question.
I don't know if you'd be able to spot one right after that. Like visually spot one.
You would have to spend some time with somebody to find out if they're a psychopath.
Right. I think I have a pretty good psychometer.
Yeah.
You know, like if I'm talking to somebody for a couple of minutes, I can pretty much gauge
But a good psychopath
where they are in the psychopath level.
A good psychopath always that's their whole thing is hiding who they truly are. So it would be very hard. You'd have to actually let them switch it, like slip up.
Yeah.
They'd have to say something. You were like, whoa.
Right.
Where you get that like, okay, I got to fucking sit at the right exit. I got to know all my exits around this guy.
Yeah, because to me, like a psychopath, like is somebody who tries to portray themselves as being someone that they're not. Someone who's more friendly, more open, more whatever, responsive, whatever you want to say. And I could detect that bullshit right off the bat. Like when we were in our academy class, there was this guy that came over to talk about fucking safety. And within 30 seconds, I was like, this guy's a fucking dick.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Come on,
asshole.
we're not naming names on this podcast. Just say it.
Yeah. And everybody was like, oh, he's fucking awesome. He's a great guy. Yeah, I want to be on his team. I'm like, nah, he's a fucking dick. And sure enough, within a couple of months, everybody's like, wow, that guy's a fucking dick.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm like, called it. So yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to actually like just visually tell him, but I can probably sniff one out relatively soon.
Yeah, I'd have to spend some time with him.
Yeah. All right. So thank you very much, Misbehaving Little Monkey.
Good question.
And next up, we have Villette family, and he wants to know, you're on death row, and the judge orders you to choose a serial killer to put you to death. Who would it be?
Oh.
Yeah. I think I have one.
Oh, God. Wait, so are they killing us the way that
they would kill? Yeah.
Wait, that's how we have to die?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's a hard question. How would I want to die?
Well, mine isn't so much how I'm going to die. It's what's going to happen after I die.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So I think mine would be Gerard Schaefer.
Ew, dude.
And so basically what Gerard would do is he would strangle me up. He would tie a rope around, and then he would connect the end of the rope to his car. And then when he wanted me to die, he would just drive his car and I'd be sitting there dangling.
Yep.
He would come back and
rush.
He would come back and he would stand underneath me and wait for me to shit on his face.
You're taking the cop out way though.
Why?
Because you're trying to get one last laugh in there before you die, for sure. And that's
what I'm saying.
I can see it.
I'm like trying to one up him. It's like,
you killed me,
shit
but
on
at
your
least
face.
I got to shit on your face.
So I'm gonna say Gerard Schaefer.
That's a good one. That's a good answer. My instant reaction was if it was somebody that I want, it would be Dahmer, obviously. But I don't want to die like that. So I think I'm gonna go.
You want to be posed?
No, I don't want
the pictures. You want to see the pictures?
All right, I'm picking this. I want Gacy to kill me because strangling isn't that bad. I could die strangling. And once you're out, you're out.
So like the handcuff trick, the whole thing, the whole nine.
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever. But I think it would be hilarious to see him in the clown suit before I go. Like my last wish is because I couldn't take him serious. I'd probably be laughing while he's strangling me. Like I'm gonna die like this.
What would
the clown suit is fucking hilarious. I don't care what anyone says.
What would his clown voice be like? Would it be like a Mickey Mouse?
Hello, kid.
Hello, girl.
It's Mickey.
Oh, it's like Goofy.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, you did Goofy. Musketeer. I can't even do it.
Try these handcuffs, Garrett.
Oh man,
I would watch that. That's pretty funny.
yeah, it's a good answer. I'm going Gacy in his clown suit, strangling the shit out.
All
of
right, I'm changing mine slightly. I'm still staying with Gerard Schaefer.
Okay.
All right, Gerard's going to put the rope around my neck, throw it over the fucking thing, tie it to the end of his car. But before he drives away,
Okay.
I'm watching John Wayne Gacy in his clown suit fucking murder you.
While you shit.
Well, and then he could drive away, and that's how I want to go.
I like it. Good answer.
All right, thank you very much, Vlad family. All right, all right. Here's a little more tame of a question, and it's from Phil Myaz.
Fill my ass.
Is he related to Phil McCracken?
I like that. Yeah. If you guys are going to send in questions or whatever,
give us funny names.
Give us a funny name. You can even put parentheses if you want your real name in there, but give us a funny one. Make us laugh.
There's a name that's going to be coming up later that caught me the last time we did a Mostly Fans, but this is going to be good. All right, so the question is, if you could only have 5 apps on your phone, what would they be?
Ooh, good question. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Not the pre-installed ones, the ones you actually got to download.
Okay, so I can keep like my Messenger app, that kind of stuff. Oof.
Yep. So you have to keep pages.
Do I get Safari though?
Oh, Safari.
Okay, then that's fine. That's
pre-installed. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's easy then. I'm gonna go TikTok.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Snapchat. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go YouTube. That's 3.
Yeah.
YouTube's too valuable.
Yeah.
Too valuable. You can pass time.
You can get. Yeah, you can watch a
tutorials,
2-hour video. You can learn how to fix your fucking car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
rebuild your fucking engine.
This is hard because I feel like I want to say Facebook, but I don't.
No, Facebook.
I only care about Facebook to like stay in touch with my family. I don't give a fuck about anybody on Facebook.
Right.
I'm gonna go Discord. I need Discord.
Yeah, because you're a
me
gamer.
And my boys.
You're a gamer. Yeah.
And it's either IG or Twitter. Oh no, I need a music app. I have Snap as my social. I'm gonna go Spotify. Spotify at 5.
You're not gonna use
X. X is so fun, but
you're not gonna use YouTube as your music.
Oh, I could use. All right, okay. I can use YouTube as music. I'm gonna use. All right, I'm taking X.
Okay. Twitter.
X has just been too wild.
I refuse to call it X.
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it Twitter.
I missed old Twitter, but.
Well,
X has been nothing but cartel videos. Like I'll see somebody, I'll scroll through my timeline. It's either porn, it's some chick stripping,
yes,
or it's like a Chinese person getting stuck in a machine. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. That's my entire time.
Their whole body is just flapping around in circles.
I don't know who's filtering fucking shit over there, or who's censoring stuff, but I saw somebody get their head chopped off the other day. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to scroll. I was at the fucking dentist's office, and like just death videos were playing, and I was hoping that nobody
connected to their Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. Twitter, X has been getting wild. So yeah, I'm gonna keep X too.
Okay, so you got TikTok, Snap, Discord, YouTube, and Twitter. Okay, those are good. So pretty much all social apps.
Yeah.
All right. So in order of preference, well, not necessarily. No, we're just gonna do it random order. I as well am gonna do Twitter. Because all I have is fight videos. Like I watch people getting
knocked the fuck out, having seizures too. I'm like, what? Did I just watch somebody die? All right, so Twitter.
I'm gonna say Twitter.
Or X.
Yep. All I have is fucking fight videos there, and it seems like the ones that are coming out now are like kid defeats bully or whatever like that. Like I like
kid getting bullied.
Yeah.
David, a real David versus Goliath story.
Right. Yeah. See, it's got a plot to it, you know. All right, so Twitter, I'm going to say IG. IG is the only one that's like organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where people who actually really want to follow us on IG.
For sure.
Then I'm going to say TikTok.
Yeah, you can't. TikTok's too good right now.
Yeah. Amazon Prime. Because I have a fucking shopping addiction.
Dave, maybe 2 times a week will send me a screenshot of his cart or his checkout and say, I think I have a problem. At least 2 times every week.
Hey, we're actually recording on what I just bought
on your newest purchase.
On my newest purchase.
Dave's going to be a vlogger. So look out for those Patreon Dave videos.
Yeah, I just got the GoPro Hero 12 creator bundle.
Came in handy for this.
So what's that for?
Yeah, you're on 4.
What would be my 5th?
Is it Twitter?
I'm gonna say YouTube.
Yeah, it's
All
too
right, so
it's too valuable.
Twitter, IG, TikTok, Amazon Prime, and YouTube. All right,
I like it.
those are my 5. That was a good question. All right, next up is Beth Van Hulst, and she asked a question. She actually asked this on Spotify, but we'll like add this to the mail call because it brings up an honest discussion. Are mass shooters the new serial killers?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's tricky. I'm going to take a little different approach. I don't know if you feel this way.
Okay, you go.
I do think they're the new serial killers, but I don't consider mass shooters like serial killers enjoy the stock. They like picking their victims out. They like you know what I mean? They like being hunters. Where I think mass shooters are more, you're just trying to cause as much damage as you can. You're trying to blow up your name.
Yeah.
So I think like back in the 70s and 80s when serial killers were, I mean, you would hear about a serial killer every once a month, you know what I mean? And they were putting these big like newspaper articles and they try to scare you that way.
Yeah.
You're seeing that now with mass shootings where they're the new in crime. Plus on top of it, it's very hard to get away with serial killing now just because of forensics and how fast the police are. So you don't see it. So yes, I think the media portrays mass shooters as the new serial killers that were the big names of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. So I'm going to say yes as well, similar along with the media aspect of it. And we touched base on one of our Patreon YouTube and Chill episodes where the disenfranchised youth and young adults of this country, they crave to be somebody, to be, recognized, to have some notoriety and whatnot. So I think they definitely capitalize on, like, started back with Columbine.
Yep.
And then it just spiraled, and there's just like, and it's not just the United States. There's Russia, Croatia. There's different countries where this phenomena, I guess you could say, because it's not just guns. It's stabbing. It's bombs. It's it's whatever.
Suicide bombers and shit. Yeah.
So yeah, it's people who are just like oh, nobody likes me. I'm not popular or whatever. Well, I'll show them. I'll be popular now, and then they'll go off and fucking do whatever the fuck they're gonna do, and now they're all over the fucking news.
Yep.
Unfortunately for the
public,
the people that they leave behind. But yeah, so I definitely think, like, as far as the notoriety of it and the media aspect of it, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a
good question.
Good question. Yeah. All right, so the final question is from our friend Christina, and I was like, just when we're trying to make the show family friendly,
we're never going to be family
audiences. Christina just has to bring us back into the gutter. But just kidding, Christina. She wants to know, if you were a sadistic serial killer, what would your choice of sadism be?
Christina's a freak.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Christina, what are you into, bud?
Yeah, this is a no judgment zone. Hey, we're down.
That's a crazy question, because
now
we're gonna get canceled for because now we're talking about which way how would we basically you ask how do you want to torture somebody?
Yeah,
I like it.
Well, this is like the whole thing of like intrusive thoughts. Everybody has like whether it's driving down the highway and somebody like cuts you off, you're like, oh, I hope they fucking crash and die. You know? That's like an intrusive thought.
All right, well, what's yours? Because I have to think about mine.
Yeah. Okay, so now keep in mind, this is not what we're actually going to do. This is just intrusive thoughts that possibly, we could do at some point.
Yeah, okay. Right. However you want to spin it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so I would definitely be a toolbox killer. And yeah, I would inflict the most pain possible.
So I'd
cut off nipples.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Yeah.
I can see that. So slow. You're saying like slowly. You start from the fingernails and work your way in. That kind of shit.
But I wouldn't choose innocent people.
Yeah, you've said this multiple times.
I would be like a Dexter.
Yeah, very Dexter X.
Right.
Saw. Jigsaw.
Yep.
That kind of shit. Yep.
You did something
You gotta
wrong.
earn your way to live.
Yep.
So
yeah. Right. So I don't know if that justifies. I don't know if that helps me or
the
what.
The fact that Dave just said on the podcast that he'd be the toolbox killers, girls run.
No. I'd be the Dexter toolbox killer.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So since I am such a fan of like medieval torture. That's another museum we have to add to the list.
Yeah.
The medieval torture museum.
Oh yeah.
That definitely.
The Iron Maiden and shit.
Oh yeah, all of it.
I heard that the Iron Maiden was not even a real thing.
I think it was more of a scare tactic than they actually used.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go scaphism. That's gonna be my
Scaphism.
sadism of choice. Scaphism. You know what that is?
No.
Okay. So back in the day, they would pin someone, basically put them in between two boats.
Okay.
Before they put them in there, they would force them to drink milk and honey.
Oh wow. Okay.
To the point where they would just shit themselves. They'd have diarrhea.
So it's basically like an X-Lax.
Yep. So they would just force feed them milk and honey till they shit themselves in this boat, right? And then they would, before they would close it up, they would cover them in more milk and honey.
Okay.
So then they would push them out into the swamp and just let nature take its fucking course.
Like
dude.
mosquitoes,
bugs, and then basically you're just slowly rotting away to maggots. It's such a horrible
all
fucking
these bugs
death.
just crawling all eating you away.
That would be my choice. So like, think about it, because then you're, not only are you getting dysentery, you're just laying in your own like shit and excrement while bugs are slowly laying eggs in you. Oh my God.
Now, would you walk down the shore and like watch them, or
you have to?
Yeah.
You gotta go back to the scene of the crime.
See, you got to make sure it works.
You got to make sure everything. Yeah, you have. I mean, ask any killer. You got to go back.
Go back every couple of days.
Yeah, check on them.
Just watch.
It's just such a horrible way to die. I've always been fascinated by that. So if I'm gonna be a killer, I might as well do the one thing that fascinates me the most. Right?
If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it the way you want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Just to bring that back too. No one's done that.
Yeah.
That would make a name for myself.
100%. Yeah, I like it. All right. Yeah, I'd be cutting nipples off and stuff.
I'd be cutting nipples off. I like that.
All right, so that'll do it for mail call. Now,
thanks for your question, guys.
Absolutely. So if you want to send in your mail call questions, just go to criminalasfuck.com and click on the mail call tab and send it on in. And next time we do a Mostly Fans, we'll answer your questions. All right, so now we're going to go on to our comments and reviews from our most recent episodes. And we're going to go back all the way to our last Mostly Fans episode 44. And we have Lauren Kate from down in New Zealand, and she said, "You still butchered Aotearoa." I'm still fucking butchering it.
Hold on. How do you spell it?
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa pronunciation. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Aotearoa.
What?
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa. What?
Aotearoa.
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 Wait, hold on.
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa. Got it. All right.
Aotearoa.
Yes. So she says, "You still butchered it, but fuck it." And she spelled butt, B-U-T-T. But fuck it.
Fuck it. Yes. Hey, we got it back. We got it now.
Yeah. And she also mentioned that there was a Florida man who enjoyed taking photos of him tickling people's toes. That one I want to learn.
We might have to look that one up for the next Florida man.
So I think with the way she was explaining it was like, when you inside the mall where you had the Sears photography.
Yeah.
He had like a fucking kiosk set up, and people would go in and he would take pictures,
feet photos.
Yeah, of him tickling or people tickling feet.
This guy was ahead of his time.
Yeah, doing a glamour shot, but have your foot.
All right, now Next one, raise your foot up and play with it.
Yeah.
Can I play with it?
Can you like lift your foot up and suck on your own toe?
Oh. The feet thing I never understood.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea.
I mean, if you have an oral fixation, it kind of plays a role into it. Not that I would say
Dave's a feet guy. Everybody check that one up.
I'm an oral fixation guy. Not so much feet. All right, anyway.
You suck toes?
Moving on. What?
Sorry, go ahead.
This is another episode. All right. So next up is Damien Pipe. And he said, word. That is definitely our chur. Oh, when we said word is like our, because they said chur is like, could mean anything.
Yeah.
Chur. So we say word.
These New Zealand guys, you Aussies and New Zealanders, I can't keep up with the slang.
Yeah.
So different.
I want to dedicate like 3 months to just go down there and
we got to. We have so many people from New Zealand that listen.
We do. And just like
we love you guys.
Cooperate ourselves into the
culture. Yeah, I like that.
All right. Next up is Allie, and she says, "You guys rock. Forget the fucking downers. You are like a morning radio show with your banter. Oh. And I think keeping your podcast true to who you are is what's up.
Thank you.
Plus that deep voice is sexy as fuck.
Yes.
Oh, you got to wait. Do that again, Gary. Yeah.
No, that's all you, baby.
No, that's Garrett.
You're the voice of the podcast.
Yeah. Next up is Pterodactyl. She said, "Love the episode. The connection you have with one another and your fans show genuine care. I feel the love." Well, thank you very much, Pterodactyl.
Thank you. We love you, and I love Dave too. So I get.
We love each other in a strictly top-bottom relationship.
The funny part is, it would be the switch. Because if people looked at us, you'd be like, "Oh, Dave's definitely the top."
No, I'm the bottom.
He's the bottom.
Yeah, I'll let you top me. All right, Karen Lumley. She says, "Note, it's Karen, not Karen."
Oh, see?
Yep. Love the podcast. Wait in anticipation for the next episode every week. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wish we could do them a lot sooner, but life doesn't afford us the opportunity to get together as often as we like. All right, next up is Deb Wood, and she says, "Love it. I hate that I'm all caught up on these episodes. Love listening to these two fellows. Keep doing what you do. With much love from New Zealand." Oh,
another one.
Another New Zealand.
The love.
Yep. Thank you very much. And Harp Honker says, "Question for Dave. Kind of a douchebag related question. Have you ever found an antique ball in a cup in, say, any closets or whatever?" All right.
This is definitely an inside joke here.
So Harp Honker, as well as misbehaving little monkey, is my brother. All right. So back when my grandmother had to go into nursing care, we had to clean out her house.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going through her closet, and there's this contraption. It looked like the ball in the cup. You hold the thing and there's a cup, and there's like a little ball dangling from it, and you got to try to catch it in the cup. And I'm like, "Oh, look, Grandma's got a ball in a cup." And
what was it?
It was huge, and it was like just fucking we're trying to swing it and whatever. So we come to find out that it wasn't a ball in a cup. It was like a 1950s era douche.
Oh, dude, you're playing with your fucking grandma's douche?
And the handle was actually the part that went into the...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, I've forever been traumatized by that.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's great. So yeah, Dave has played with a ball in a cup.
Yeah, I have played with my grandmother's ball in a cup. That was... Yeah, meant for her. Meant for her vajayjay.
And you grabbing that handle too.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, moving on. Thanks, Paul. All right, question for nope. All right, John Kiebzik. John, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. Kiebzik.
Yeah, yell at us if we're not.
Yeah,
so we can get it right.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember from our first Mostly Fans. We started off on the wrong foot with John because it came off as he was like yelling at us, but he wasn't.
I do remember that.
And we did apologize, and now we've become great friends with John. So thank you very much, John. All right, you guys are savages. Always look forward to the pod. Wish it was weekly. Again, so do we.
We do too.
Yeah. But the crazy hours that we work at work. I mean, listen, if we get more listeners and more Patreon members,
the whole goal is to do
I'm
this
looking to quit.
Yeah.
I'm looking to quit work. I could do this like I could do this all the time.
Yeah. Imagine the quality. We have all time to just
fucking
hang out,
bang out hours, 3-4 hour worth of episodes.
Yep.
Each week. That would be great. All right, but anyway, but here we are. Maybe one day. All right, Chris Owen, our friend Chris. Yeah, Chris Owen.
Cheeky.
All right, she said, this 1 or 2.5 stalker fucking loves you guys. Thank you very much.
2.5?
Yeah, well, if you remember, who was the guy? Marty, I think his name was. He called Chris a 5-star stalker, but she's a 2.5.
She gave herself a humble number.
Yeah. All right, next up is Miss Masters. She says, love the banter. It takes balls to be yourself, especially on the internet. Fuck the haters. You guys are 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I will say it definitely does take some balls. Like we've definitely pushed through on should I say that?
Yeah, because if we put out like an hour podcast, it's probably another 45 minutes that we fucking cut out. Because we go on fucking tangents.
Yeah, we do.
We try to keep everything like impartial.
We'll start going on political rants and shit. We're like, no, we're not putting any of this in because you don't talk
Yeah. For example, that fucking that question about fucking our mass shooters and new serial killers.
Oh yeah, that turned into about a 45-minute debate.
Yeah, about fucking yeah, that got cut. So yeah. But anyway,
so we try to say whatever we want, however we
because
feel.
we understand that there's listeners out there that are all over the spectrum of lifestyles, kinks, political views.
And we accept you all.
Yeah, we love everybody. So then, so thank you very much, Miss Masters. And next up is Alicia. Loved it. Caught up on all the episodes. Can't wait for more. Keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so next one is from episode 45. Keep it in the family with who was that? Stephen Pladel, who had fucked his fucking daughter.
Yeah.
All right. Beth Van Hulst. She says, ha 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 ha, north of the Mason-Lisbon line. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Fellow, somebody from Connecticut right there.
Yes.
For sure.
And she's a Connecticutian.
A Connecticutian?
From also New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
She moved to New Zealand.
Yep.
Yeah. She's from, we actually from the same hometown, Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling,
we've talked about this before about Connecticut. As soon as, Lisbon is the cutoff from us, we're kind of in the city area.
Yeah.
And then once you go past that Lisbon, the city of Lisbon,
ding,
it gets real rural out there.
Yeah.
So the Mason-Lisbon line.
All right. We have our friend Caron Lumley again. All of your episodes are enjoyable. This granny waits for the upcoming episode with anticipation. Remember when we said that this ain't your granny's podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we love the grannies too.
Yeah, we do love grannies. What do we call grannies? They're not cougars.
Silver foxes.
Silver foxes.
Silver foxes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Elizabeth Ann Manor. She says, "Keep the random chat horrible yet on point advice. I'm here for the story, but I'm really, in capital letters, here for you two's back and forth."
Well, thank you. And I'm glad you like our horrible advice.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. That was very nice. DJ Wally Dog. Wiki DJ
Wally Dog.
Wally Dog. All right. That was my little remix. Okay. All right, I thought it was beautiful stuff dreams are made of. Oh, yes. It was a very intriguing love story between
He's
father,
a troll. I like it. That's what dreams are made of.
All right, next up is Not So Sarah. She says, true crime douchebags. Fucking shit. Oh, this is a song. This is a ditty. Okay.
Oh, wait, is this our jingle?
True crime douchebags. Fucking it up. True crime douchebag, suck it up. Oh, dropping that fire.
That might be it. We have to figure out how that works.
Yeah.
We do need a jingle. We need a jingle.
I like it though.
I love a good jingle.
And it ties into our Suck It Up episode. Too,
What's your favorite jingle?
My favorite jingle?
Yeah.
For what?
Like of any brand. Like ba-da-ba-ba.
I was just going to do that.
McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's.
That's kind of a...
Oh, wait.
O'Reilly.
BK, have it your way.
That's a good one. That's
you rule. I like that one.
Yeah. Green Giant.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Did you just do the O'Reilly's one?
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Oh, come on, dude. Call J.G. Wentworth. Call 877 caution.
It's my money and I want it now.
All right.
What's the other one? What's the carpet store? The carpet store. Fuck.
1-800. Call 1-800.
Ah, fuck.
What is it? 1-800.
Carpet.
Stanley Cleaners.
No.
Oh, wait, is it Stanley?
No.
Stanley Cleaners? Oh, that one.
It was some carpet company.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway.
I will say the best one real quick, though, for all people that live around this area is Sail Away on the Block Island Ferry. All right, go ahead. Next question. But you, hey, you might have just found the True Crime Douchebag jingle.
Yeah, I like it.
That we need.
All right. Next up is Robin Russell, also from New Zealand. This is disgusting and disturbing. Someone should have taken care of him sooner. I agree.
We agree. We both agree.
Love you guys. Criminal AF, definitely the #1 true crime podcast
in the world.
Thank you very much, Robin. We love it. All right. Shay sings for JC. For Jesus Christ. I'm not an expert. That's right. You're
the mushroom episode?
man. The mushroom man. I'm not an expert. That's hilarious.
I do know a lot about mushrooms.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You know, I'm gonna say it's because of our ADHD.
Yeah.
We become very fixated.
Oh
on
yeah.
things.
Hyperfixate on.
Yeah. So you're hyperfixated on fungi, and I'm hyperfixated on Civil War history.
Yeah. Some would say we're almost acoustic. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you calling me a magician? I don't know what a magician is, but I'm not a magician. That's funny. All right, and John.
That's another thing too, guys. You don't realize if me and Dave weren't such ADD fucking space cadets, we'd be able to really crank out these podcasts a lot more. But we have a medical condition.
Yeah, sorry. Blame it on the whatever. All right, our friend John Kiebzik again. He says, late invite. You guys want to come over for Thanksgiving? Oh, spelt come with C-U-M. Pants are optional. All right, John. I'm feeling it.
Depends. Are you a deep fried turkey? Are you a bit traditional? Like I need the details on your Thanksgiving dinner. Can you add a comment next time?
Oh yeah, deep fried. I like deep fried.
I'm very picky about my Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
I don't like going. I need it traditional. Yeah. We can't go outside the box.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So next up from our Israel Keys Poetry Slam episode. Our friend Beth again from New Zealand / Sterling, Connecticut. Great updated version, guys. And the poetry reading was 10 out of 10. Wow. Thank you very much.
She liked your poetry.
I liked it. A little fucking beatnik.
Or Israel Keys poetry.
Ooh. All right. Shelly, she says, why have you changed the way you're telling the stories? Fucking Jesus Christ, Dave. Why the fuck are you telling your stories differently? Fucking pissing me off. Much prefer the deep, scary much prefer as I scratch my fucking nuts. Much prefer the deep, scary storytelling voice. Please go back to the way it used to be and stop trying to please everyone.
Hey.
Shelly, I feel you. I really do. And, you know, like I said before, I think I said this in another episode, is that this one, because it's such a large scale production between Garrett and I.
Yeah.
Doing the stories was very difficult to do, and trying to get these out. Never mind doing it weekly, doing it bi-weekly, you know, just because telling the stories that we do now, we're just, you know, spitting out facts as we go along.
Bouncing off each other. Yeah.
Is a lot less time consuming than actually creating a story.
Yeah.
You know, like you're really putting like a lot of oomph into these.
The Serialholic is still here, guys. Yeah. He's still here. We're still gonna drop stories and stuff like that. Like Dave's still doing it over on Patreon, 5 Minute Murder, that kind of stuff. Yep. We're gonna bring the Serialholic back. Don't worry. Yeah. We're just bouncing. We're playing. We're having fun right now. Yep.
There is. I'm not gonna like drop anything major right now, but there is something in the works where it will be Serialholic based, but not quite. So there will be some storytelling, but there's not a lot. Yeah, you know, as in depth as the Serialholic.
But I mean, keep a lookout. The Serialholic will be back. You'll get your stories. You'll get your narrative stories.
Yeah, on the Patreon. All right. So thank you very much, Shelly. We do appreciate your feedback on that. Brittany, this one was much better. Why did he sound like Chris Watts? I guess all shitbags sound the same. Very true.
They look the same too. Yeah. Those fucking eyes. Chris Watts' eyes till this day fucking terrify me. Yeah. That's something that like dreams are made of. And if you look like the Idaho killer that just was recently, when he was on the trial, he had the same Chris Watts eyes,
that
dude.
Weird fucking look.
It's all in the eyes, guys.
Like they're lost in their fucking dark thoughts.
It's all in the eyes.
Yeah, I get it. All right. She says, but I love you all. totally my favorite podcast. Oh, thank you very much, Brittany. And Owens Anthony, loved it, guys. Much love from Liverpool, England. Keep it up. Oh, okay.
This is a global podcast, guys. Let me just tell you.
We have friends everywhere.
It's a global podcast.
And our friend Dick for Sale.
Dick for sale.
Yeah. You got to be shitting me on the poetry read at the end. I was laughing my ass off. Well, thank you very much. On a serious note, though, how the fuck does this guy describe his crimes and laugh while being interrogated?
Yeah.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah,
he's definitely like, he's out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just no remorse.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a couple of guys laugh
Yeah.
during police, like.
Yeah, they just don't give a fuck. All right, and our good friend Cassie, she says, "Great job, guys. Now I need to go back to the first episode and compare." No. Stay away.
No. Look at me. No. We need to keep that.
Don't do it.
We have to keep that as like the gauge.
Yeah.
For like maybe like in 2 more years, you know what I mean? We can go back and just say, look at Israel Keys, look how far we've come.
Yeah. Even though we did another Israel Keys episode, I still have not gone back to the first one.
I can't.
I refuse to
I've listened to like the first 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my God. And it's not even, it's the microphones, it's the camera, it's everything.
Everything. It's the fucking dank fucking room that we're in.
Oh wait, hold on, listen.
Are you cracking your toes?
Yeah, sorry guys, sorry. Right. Go ahead.
Speaking of feet fetish, Jesus Christ.
Wait, you're the one who's getting turned on.
I don't know. You got that fucking foot up high. Really flexible.
I'm flexible. I would be the bottom. We talking about this all podcast.
That is true.
All right, go ahead. Next question.
All right, from episode 48, we have True Crime Gear and Review. John Kiebzik again. People problem, my guys. Happy holidays, fellas. Hope all is well in the douche dungeon. Keep them coming.
The douche dungeon.
The douche dungeon. I like it.
The douche dungeon's underwater.
Yeah. All right, Stacy Marie Johnson. She says, Ash's story had me in stitches. Woman, you were the only one who wanted to keep those ashes. So keep them.
That was a good story.
It was. Yeah, that was, nobody cared about the ashes.
Nobody did, except her.
Yeah.
Except her.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was a good story. All right, Dick for Sale. He says, hey, douchebags. I want to take a quick minute to tell you not to listen to these pussies whining about banter.
Yeah.
100%. It absolutely makes the show awesome. Keep doing what you guys do. Long live Florida man and Kentucky man and whoever else comes out of the woodwork. Long live the banter and the shit talking. I do have one suggestion, though. When you guys do a state other than Florida, use a different twangy hillbilly banjo banging riff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Kind of differentiate between the states. Yeah, I got you. That would be hilarious. Have a good one, fellas. Now, give me my theme music. Shit, I don't have any. That's what he says.
We're not in the studio.
Finally, from the last episode, Sandy Hook, we have Ernie Javier. Excellent presentation, full of information, but this episode messed me up, and I'm trying not to break down into a blubbering mess. Oh, trust me, that was a fucking rough one.
Yeah, that episode was...
And the thing that's like... The reason I know that was a tough one is because, I mean, there's been a couple episodes where I've had to fucking collect myself.
Yep. I'm usually pretty good about it.
Yeah, Garrett's pretty good. This one, Garrett he had a few tears coming down.
Yeah, you little shit. You're reading the names of all those kids. My kids are the same age as them right now, so it just hit home. Like I couldn't imagine. I mean, I said it in the episode, sending your kid to school and then just getting the phone call. Or I was on the news when you found out what happened. Yeah. It's just horrible. Yeah. I was that when you were saying the names and like what they liked and
that was a rough one.
It was the little kid that I forgot. I'm not doing it justice by saying his name, but the little boy who told everybody to run, fucking saved kids' lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was rough. Harp Honker, he says, well done, incredible, gripping, and powerful episode. Tough to listen to while driving. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you're in your own head when you're driving.
Anakin's dad. 1178. Great and powerful episode. Had me choked up at the end. Yes. Beth Van Hulst. It's so sad. Mental health is so important in children. My ex only recently accepted the fact that he and one of our children may have Asperger's. Yep. So people refuse to recognize it.
Yeah.
And that's what we kind of like brought up in the show is like you need to recognize and you need to treat it and there's nothing, you know what? There's nothing to be ashamed about with stuff like that.
A lot of parents don't want to admit
that
their kid has something wrong, and early prevention is the biggest thing.
But you know what? You just need to tell you it's okay. You know what I mean? Like the earlier you recognize it and the earlier you have treatment for it, the better off you will be.
Yep.
So thank you for sharing that that, Beth. Green-eyed B. What does the B stand for? Green-eyed bitch?
Green-eyed bitch?
Maybe.
Instead of brown-eyed girl, it's green-eyed bitch. You're my green-eyed bitch. Doop, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop.
So well done. Much respect on such a hard topic. Rest in peace, little ones and teachers. Yes.
R.I.P.
This was so sad, but thanks for describing the victims at the end. Beautiful, nicely done, and so well explained. Thanks again, guys. 5 out of 5 again. Thank you very much, Deb. And John Kiebzik, so correct about the shotgun. Always makes me question why they demonize an AR. AR is really a pea shooter. Most owned firearm in the USA.
Yes.
That is correct.
And
a shotgun, we talked about it in the episode. A shotgun would in that situation, with all the kids huddled in the bathrooms, and a shotgun would have been
devastating.
Fucking
they
horrific.
are, you know, you shoot more, you can get more rounds down range, but
yeah.
There's the devastation of a 12 gauge in that situation.
Yeah.
It'd be horrible.
Mm-hmm. And Zoe, we have
sorry,
Miss Anya's climbing on my neck right now. She's rubbing her ass on my fucking shoulder.
I know you got a fucking dog's butthole right by your ear right now. Her whispering eye.
Yeah. Speaking of brown-eyed girl. Fucking... All right. And finally from Zoe Fenner. She said, I've never had to pause through a podcast before, but this one was heartbreaking. Dave did such an amazing job to remain composed and continue narrating even through his own emotions. Yeah.
You did.
But, and I got to hand it to Garrett too. Like we said, he got a little choked up towards the end, and, he
stomach
gathered it back in. So
I'm very proud of that podcast because a lot, like we said in that episode, a lot of people don't touch that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad
we're actually really concerned that we would get some negative feedback. So well, why are you talking about this fucking piece of shit?
We're just not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah. Yeah, because
you can't just sweep stuff under the rug.
There's a lot of lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
And a lot of things went wrong that could have been fixed in that situation. And, it's good to talk about so people are aware,
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So that'll do it for Mostly Fans Volume 3.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was a good one.
I like it.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. If you found what you heard interesting, go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. And
also, thank you guys for supporting us doing Mostly Fan episodes. It's a good break out of these horrible fucking stories that we have to tell.
We're a true crime podcast, but yet we're doing this fucking shit. But it helps break up the gruesomeness and whatever about true crime. But so go leave us a review at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget, head on over to criminalasfuck.com and you can ask us anything via our mail call tab. And if you want us to give some shitty advice on the situation that's plaguing you, just hit us up on the Dear Douchebags tab and send us your troubles.
Yes, because we'll give you the best advice.
Yeah, we'll do our worst to help you out. You can also find our Patreon, links to our socials, merch, and all of the other Criminal AF goodies. And signing off from Studio Chloroform, keep your head on a swivel and stay safe till next time. See ya.
Now give me our theme music.